Hello and welcome back to the Xbox Hut. My game actually came with this Advanced Warfare dog tag. Well, you know what they say, there's a soldier in all of us. I believe! I believe! This entry in the massive Call of Duty franchise is brought to us for the first time by Sledgehammer Games. It's also the first Call of Duty entry to receive the breathing room of a 3-year development cycle, and also the most futuristic one to date. It's Call of Duty. I could have just ended this section right there, but I should probably talk about it a bit. First off, it's the closest to a twitch shooter that you'll get on a console. Without a mouse, it's hard to really twitch when turning is accelerative in nature with a controller. In this manner, it's a game primarily about putting your sights on someone or something and shooting it. Fortunately, the campaign actually mixes up the formula more than I expected with quite a large number of various vehicle sequences, marking a surprising level of engagement in the single-player department. It's unfortunate, though, that with all of the cool vehicles, only a handful of them make it to multiplayer. Oh, right, that's probably what you want to hear about, multiplayer. Again, it's Call of Duty, and therein lies a problem. Despite the double jump and air dash, as well as a much smarter loadout customization setup that allows you to focus strongly on how you play best, multiplayer felt all too familiar. You'll spend a lot of your time dying by being shot in the side or back, or even moments after spawning. The spawn system still controls the battlefield, not you. In addition, no dedicated servers means you're at the mercy of your connection to the host, sometimes providing a severe disadvantage to you. Despite all the new futuristic toys at your disposal, Advanced Warfare's only real change to multiplayer is verticality, due to the aforementioned movement changes. However, this change feels like nothing more than an update, adding a feature already found in several other first-person shooters. The current generation has been plagued by several games that fall short on the content side. Fortunately, that's not quite the case here. Advanced Warfare's campaign contains a decent level of production entertainment value and is actually worth playing through just to see all the sights and sounds. More on that later. The multiplayer contains plenty of modes, and of course, my preference is actually Ground War for its increased number of combatants. Exo Survival Mode is also the new novelty mode, but is rather uninspiring, especially compared to the crazy chaos of Ghost's Extinction Mode, which I thoroughly enjoyed. They've also added an extensive amount of character gear customization to your soldier, but as mentioned before, this also just feels like an update, adding a feature long found in other games. In other words, while it doesn't smash the content ball out of the park, it provides far more content than some other first-person shooters that have come out lately. Titanfall. Advanced Warfare runs with a variable resolution in the campaign to maintain what felt like a nearly rock-solid 60 frames per second. The resolution never dips below a sub-1080p resolution, or more oddly, 1360 by 1080, which is a small step above 900p. Due to the fast action and movement, though, one has to look rather closely to notice the resolution changes. Oh, and Kevin Spacey.
Welcome to Atlas.
Multiplayer runs at the sub-1080p resolution all the time, but maintains the most important factor of all, a solid 60 frames per second. In terms of actual appearance, the game looks 60 frames per second good, but doesn't quite achieve the visual detail you might have been expecting. Expect some blurry textures and low-poly models upon closer inspection. Now the audio is where I was in for a pleasant surprise. I've played every Call of Duty since the first Modern Warfare, but Advanced Warfare's audio takes the cake in every way. If you have an expensive sound system, expect to hear bass like you never expected from gunfire, and audio clarity that I am, as I've said before, only used to experiencing in Nintendo's own games. The boom from guns and explosions and the sound of weaponry is crisper, clearer, and more cinematic than ever before. Unfortunately, the radial distance the sound of these booming guns can be heard from is still severely gimped. A railgun sniper rifle is nearly silent from 200 feet away, but rocks my subwoofer in my hands. Whoops. Advanced Warfare is an example of an update, not a reimagining. If you're tired of Call of Duty, this isn't the game you were looking for as an excuse to jump back in. If you're a fan of Call of Duty, you probably already purchased this game. The multiplayer is still the same rage-inducing setup, now with people in the air that are probably wearing cooler gear than you. While the campaign redeems this game a bit, in the end, the first thing I said is the last thing I need to say. It's Call of Duty. I give Call of Duty Advanced Warfare a 7.5 out of 10. That's it for today. Like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and of course, subscribe for more. I'll see you next time on the Xbox Hut.